like smoke, bro. Like I hate it. I closed all the windows. I can't breathe. I don't like it. I don't like this. The air is not orange like it was in New York. So, but yeah. Apparently, a lot of our forest fires are still going. I think last time I checked, there was still like 80 ongoing forest fires, and I feel bad for Southern Ontario, man. And some of those places, and like Detroit and New York, we apologize. I don't know why all of our trees are on fire, but they are, and now it's here in the Greater Toronto area. And I tell you, like outside is just like haze. It's trash. I don't like it. I like fresh air. I like nature. I like to be amongst the trees where the oxygen is clean. I can tell the difference, especially when I'm working out. Like the end when the air quality's not good, it messes with me. So, well, how's everyone doing? Apologize for being late. I have to go do things and clear my head and whatnot. But I'm good. Was eating with TOG. Another week of good chapters. Big in Tokyo. We back. Yeah, air quality was apparently bad for me as well yesterday. I don't know what it was about. Probably, I don't know if you're or where you're at, but could be us. The Canadians are ruining the world. We're polluting everything. But nature, man-made plus man-made fire. Yeah, I know to stop a forest fire, you have to create a fire line and shit like that more often than not. But I heard it was lightning that struck, and I don't know. I just don't understand how like 100 and something forest fires can happen all at the same time. It seems weird, but neither here nor there for that. Let's start with Kubera, and then we'll hop to TOG and see what SIU was cooking up. So, without further ado, say hi to YouTube. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and see some Kubera, man. Yo, what's up, Hilo? How's it going? So we got Kalavinka, Maruna, Sona, and some Tarakas, and I guess I see the eyes, so I'm guessing that's it, or that's Sona. Maybe that's Sona. It's been a while since I lost. Wait. It's been a while since I last saw a crossroads. In my experience, if the path continues like this, there will be an exit sooner or later. It should open into the Suro realm soon. Swish! Stop! You can't exit through this path. Why not? Who's stopping me? I'm going there right now. I'm going this way, that way. No other direction but the way that you told me not to go. That's exactly where I'm going. Is that Maru? That's Maru. It is. I was right. Look at me knowing things. If you came here to stop us, it's futile. It's futile, no matter what you do. All right, Maruna. I have no reason to back down in front of someone of your level. Oh, you're confident, eh? He said, "Yo, why sort of look like that? Like, hold on, you talking cash? What? He died. Nah. Sort of got too excited for that. That's funny. They said, "What is fresh air?" You know? No. Listen, man. You don't live like that. Don't live like that. I guess it's just one of those things. No matter where you're from, if something is really normal, whether it's bad or good, you're like used to it. I remember I was it was a video I was watching, and someone was like, "Oh no, it's not bad here. There's only like I've only been like Grand Theft Auto twice." And I'm like, somebody stole your car one time too many. I guess that's just how crazy the crime is in that area. So there's like, that's whatever. And I remember Americans be like, "Oh, it's fine. We had like 6 school shootings and 6 lockdowns," and people are like, "You don't gotta live like this, bro." So I'm sure there's certain things in Canada that I don't even bat an eye at because I'm so used to it. So everything, I think, like I remember Glam. He's like, I tank hurricanes because from Florida, and I'm like, I'm scared of hurricanes, bro. I'm scared of natural disasters. I don't mess with that. So, but this air quality is not moving me. McCann breed. It seems that there are no other gods with her since she came alone. It looks like she isn't here for a fight, at least. What about listening to what she has to say first? Hope you have a good stream night. Got off work, gonna hit the gym. All right, hey, hit the gym. Like to see that. London motherfuckers, yes, I've been stabbed and robbed 5 times. It's still cool. Mass knife stabbings are still crazy to me. Like, get out the way, run. Like they're not gonna. I also like they're not gonna John Wick take the knife and lob it in your head. Like I don't know, man. I don't think knives are hard to do with, but I've never fought a knife master, so what do I know? Just niggas with knives don't know what they're doing. I'm here to help you. If you take this path, you'll all die. I don't believe you, man. One Last God, Kubera, story out by Kurigam, season 3, episode 285, Kubera and Kubera 21. Yeah, don't mess with Mother Nature when she wilding out. Yeah, I can't control that. Ratry. Yep. Ratry. You're here. How's the situation? The Asura clan is ready too. Ravana has already set up for the location. See, I was right, eh? If they know Brahmanim herself is getting involved, they immediately fall in line. It's said that the Gyakshas and Kinaras have already withdrawn from protecting him, and the only one now left now is Veritra. Dragging up. We still here. We don't care what Brahma thinks. All right? That's my clan. We out here. Dragging up. Just get out the way. It's crazy. Can't help it. We're not a developed country. Once the pride movement kicks in here, I know we among the developed ones now. Dang, that's you know what? Fair enough. You know how to deal with some of the nonsense we deal with here. Y'all ever been to one of those weird not gendered bathrooms? Not the ones where you just go in and just by yourself. I'm just like, what's going on here, bro? Um, it's strange that only Veritra stayed when all the other Suras have pulled back. Either way, it's meaningless. Even if it's Veritra we're talking about, he can't face the situation on his own. No matter how important this is it really okay for us to gather in a sewer realm like this? If someone suddenly attacks us, Pushan is starting again with that, eh? That's what that's what I meant. I told you it would be better to bring other fourth gen gods, even if they're a little weak. But Pushman, wait, I said Pushman. Pushanim is a god with all the qualifications to act in the place of Agninim, Kuberanim, and Suryanim. Right. Pushan can stand in for the three absentees. We can't leave her out. Resolving this with only Pushan is better than throwing in more fourth gen gods and having them fail, since she is strong amongst them, even if she's quite timid. She's not just quite timid, she's too much of a coward. It's not a matter of cowardice or whatever. God of pasturage. The word stands for livestock, breeding, raising livestock on pastures, etc. Interesting. I like that. Aren't they underestimate Vitra? I don't know. I don't know. Wow, a stream to a reasonable hour in my time zone. Don't I? Don't I stream around like 2 now these days? Like I felt like the last couple of streams I did for Tower of God, I started around the same time. But hello, howdy. We saw Push Them before actually. Oh, really? I didn't. I don't recall this character. I'm sorry. I think there's a bit of a fundamental problem with this operation. There is no problem. The suppression of most of the rampaging Tarakas is complete, and the Anasakas have also assured their cooperation in eliminating the public enemy. Brahmanim has a surefire way to kill him. This bubblegum blowing. She was chilling with Vayu Agni, another god. What is how long ago was it? Just got the way it's crazy. The gods are here. Only one left. He's still sleeping. I don't know if they're underestimating him. I know he's very strong. Reach is very strong and whatnot, but suppose it's one of those things where you have a capable fighter of high quality, but maybe the quantity of all of these other gods is just too much. Hmm. Oh, season one, I had no chance. If you at least said the third season, I'd have been like, you know what, I'll take the L there. Season one, I had no chance. I was not going to remember that. And we just need to finish the job according to her. Wait, did I read this? Brahmanim has a fire way to kill them. Yes, I did. It was a random panel too, perfectly normal to not notice it. Maybe in my read through, I'll notice it. And we just need to finish the job according to her instructions before the throne passes on to him. But I'm just saying, what if something goes wrong and one of us dies? Season one, episode 65. Is that even before the night that rained fire? I don't know. I'll screenshot this so I remember. Take a gander. Numerous years would be wasted. He's a nerd. Would be wasted waiting for resurrection. Chapter 10, the night that rained fire. Oh shoot, I was right. Look at me knowing things. What useless worries. Even if it's a dire situation, it'll all be over once we kill him anyway. Uh-oh. If someone dies in the process, we will just call a god like you to stand in their place until we succeed. But what if killing them doesn't solve the problem? Then we gotta find another way. What have we got to lose? It could become worse than before. I don't know. Pushman smitten. Pushman smitten. Rumor has it that he will resurrect if he dies, just like Taraka. I heard that he would then lose the reformed character Shuri has cultivated and become truly evil. You believe rumors like that? Push on. It's just a bluff Taraka made to stop us from killing him. Cowards like you get tempted by that, spreading rumors far and wide. For some reason, I feel like I don't know. There's got to be some truth to that, right? I'm pretty sure Pushan wasn't named in season one. Pushan in Hindu mythos is the god of meetings, marriage, journeys, roads, and feeding cattle. Okay, that name's gonna stick. Yeah, Pushan wasn't named back then. Oh, so this in the panel. Ah, see, I stood even less of a chance. Even less of a chance. Yeah, it said up. It said earlier it was like what did they use up here earlier? Let me see if I could find it. It says stands for like livestock breeding, raising livestock on pastures, and you said meetings, marriage. That's breeding to me. Livestock, journeys and roads and feeding cattle, and that's like raising livestock on pastures. So yeah, some overlap. I would say maybe some overlap. Now, Indra, I am your priest, but I'm telling, don't fuck around and find out. Oh shoot, his eyes showed in that one. Okay, sorry. Kushan just made a bluff. Traka thought was killing him. Cowards like you get afraid that while if Traka was alive, she'd probably love to see you right now. She'd look at this god scared shitless, just like she had hoped, and giggle with that hideous mouth of hers. Wow. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. Didn't Indra used to wear bandages over his eyes? Am I tripping? If you've got anything else to say, say it in front of Brahmanim since she will arrive soon. Sorry. Well then, well then, have all the gods we need arrived? Brahmanim will choose and bring a suitable god for of death of the death attribute, I guess. Glance. Wait. Maru. I don't see Maru. Where is destruction? Indra scaring her more than Taraka does? Yeah, freaky dude, get away from me. Freaky ass Indra, move from my face, man. Leave me alone. Sometimes he wears it, sometimes he doesn't. Okay, so all right. He said I'm feeling wearing it today. All right, see this is a fashion choice. It's an accessory. Sometimes when they were killing Anata, I think he just has his face hidden by a hoodie. All right, I probably didn't pick that up then. My bad. Like with Anata. Did Anata do that? This way. Is it okay to trust and follow you? If you don't trust me, just take another path and die. Oh my goodness. That's the greatest. Nah. That's nah. That is the greatest line of this chapter. Do not compete, not gonna beat that. He said, listen, you can listen to me and live or go and die. Okay? Yo, that's hilarious. I didn't see that shit coming. I'm sorry. That was funny. That was genuinely hilarious. And the face that Maru's making, I won't stop you. To be honest, that would also make things easier for me, since I could give up and with a clear conscience. Then you appear to have come here against the will of the god realm. That's a pretty bold move for a fourth Zen god. I just don't want to add unnecessary sins. Something strange is going on in the god realm right now, as if all those who have seemed smart have suddenly gone crazy. Interesting. It's like the world we live in. No, maybe they were weird from the beginning, and I was the only one who didn't notice. Interesting. Season 3, episode 250. You've already been discovered, even if you describe stuff like this. Indra noticed a long time ago. Someone with no regrets, even if the universe disappears. Someone who stood in a different position ever since the very beginning. A perishing universe. Among the creatures that struggle for their survival, you were just sneering. Sucking up to that damn Brahma. Propaganda in the God realm? I don't know. Psyops? There's Psyops going to run there? I hated Brahma, and among the Astikas, I consider Kubera, who followed Brahma too much to be suspicious. On the other hand, I was particularly fond of Indra, who agreed with my opinion and opposed Kubera, but I had it wrong. There was one other guy truly sucking up to her. Hey, can you understand? Can you talk in a way I understand? Right now, the God realm under Brahma's lead is trying to stop the succession of the throne to the Taraka clan by killing the successor to be. I'm aware. That's why we're trying to stop them. Yuta has the same resurrection ability as Taraka. If he dies and resurrects, he will lose all his memories and solely move according to the purpose he was created for, turning the situation for the worse. That's what everyone in the God realm was expecting to happen. So until recently, there were many gods who were against killing Yuta. So why? They don't believe that stuff anymore. Yeah. Sorry, your face made me laugh. Get off your knees. Look at him on his knees. Robert brainwashed the wall. She ran a psyop. I don't know. That's your man's high and low? On his knees? For that bubble gum? Big Ride Indra. Oh no. Nasib Itra gotta go. Not my king. This is someone's goat licking her feet. Not my god. That's just Indra playing his respect to a higher being because he's a humble and benevolent god. Oh, look at him! Look at him spin. Look at the mental gymnastics. Look how you spun that. No way you said that. Oh, whack his god. Haha, Marut Asvins. Jeez. Since Brahma, a primeval god, stepped in and given her opinion, everyone follows her instead. She said the resurrection is nothing but a lie, and that the throne passing on would mean the definite end, and the only solution is killing him before that happens. Then that is the judgment of Brahman alone, not the judgment of the primeval gods in general. That's fair. I heard that even though Vishnu Nim encountered Yuta when he was still young, he didn't kill him, but instead entrusted him to Shurinim and tried to reform him. Yuta would repeat how grateful he was to them over and over again whenever he talked about those days. Even though he made many mistakes, he couldn't control his appetite. Shuranim did not punish Yuta. Far from it, she gave him a warm hug, patiently waiting for him while teaching him the way of the king. Thanks to that, Yuta grew up with those teachings engraved in his heart, and in order to reduce the harm caused by the Taraka clan, he gouged out his own eyes and bound himself. Jeez. So there's no such thing as a definite end. Even if there is a possibility of the end, that's not a possibility that can be solved by killing Yuta. Interesting. He's going through so many hoops. Man took two of them. In all fairness, I'm bound out to Brahma 2. I'm not trying to get in a race and turn into a vigor boy. Is Brahma on Cali's side? I don't know, but I know me. I'm just defiant. So I don't listen to nobody. I have big problem with authority. Brahma and them like we're doing this, and I'm like I don't agree. She's like okay, so I oppose you. I'll fight against you, bitch. Fuck you. I don't know what Brahma's doing, man. She's hard to read. I'm on Cali's side though. Cali out. Shout out to Cali. If it could be solved by killing him, they would have killed him when he was still young, right? That's why it's weird. Why is everyone acting like that? Even if Brahma is the only remaining primeval god, why? Where? Well, um, what happened to my brain? Anyways, I wonder where the rest of them are at. If you or maybe she's the only one that's active in the world right now. I guess if you think about it a little, you can see that it's nonsense. Even someone like me is doubting it, but those smartasses who are following her without a single doubt, and those who also harbor doubts follow out of fear. Are you taking a different approach because you don't have that fear? Well, the only thing I fear is my past, carrying the sins of my past, facing the end without receiving forgiveness. That is my greatest fear. Why is Maruna looking like that? Maruna? Maruna? What do you know? Does he know something? What did you read in the room of records, man? Why you look like that? Or did that resonate with him because he understands? Brahma didn't seem to like Kali much. Yeah, with the way that she was salty about the ancient humans, for some reason I feel like Brahma just wants to end it, wants it all to end. Muna, that hit too close to the chest. Muna was told by Lee that he would never gain forgiveness. All true. Vishnu and Shiva deleted each other during the cataclysm. Kali crumbled into dust recently. Only Brahma was left. Did I know that? I guess I didn't know that, or forgot. Okay. Uh, we're here. There are no gods on this path. You will be able to reach the place where he is the fastest through here. There will be wait. There will most likely only be Varitra blocking the way, but he's not really on the side of the gods, so you can probably talk it out with him. If it isn't Maru, I didn't hear about gods coming this way. Seeing how you brought Kubera Lee's, oh man, Ravana, yo, that's crazy. It, I don't know if this is a better alternative. To be continued. Kurigam's comments. For those who don't remember Ravana appeared in season 3, one in a female form and an episode in a male form. We recognize him. Okay, got it. Kubera 21, Kurigam's blog. Eyes. If it wasn't for those eyes, they could have already been blasted away free transcendental. Wait. Blasted away free with transcendentals, but if Kubera was a game, wouldn't the level be featuring Taraka with eyes be considered the most annoying and troublesome? You got stage hazards, you got effects. Shudder. Indra is popular with goddesses, but only among those who have seen Indra's internal image from afar. Kushan's terrified expression probably wasn't just because she's afraid of Taraka. Okay. Peaceful mood. This was when Lise was still a teen, back when Yuta wasn't tied up or anything. The meaning of dark history from Maru. The dates of her dark history do not seem to be a matter of being simply ashamed. Yeah, she seems to be like on this redemption path and wants her sins to be forgiven or whatever. Which is interesting. What do you guys think about that chapter, though? I know I'm late. I don't know, like 80 of you guys are like 55 chapters ahead. But what do you guys think? That was good. I like that one a lot. Yo, protect my man Varicha, bro. We dragging up, man. We gotta be safe out here. Queen bitch is in the house. Damn, the status is here. Where was I? We don't know for sure the styles of other Primevals. Now they're in even a worse situation. They would be facing indirect. Great chapter. I'm confused about pronouncing Maru like Maru. I keep thinking he means Maruna. Am I supposed to pronounce the T? Marut? 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 It's probably because it's my friend. It's kind of it's kind of instilled into me a little bit. No, it's my fault, but like you don't pronounce that in French a lot. So sometimes if I'm speaking something that's not necessarily my native language, like I don't know where Marut the name like originates from, I tend not to pronounce the T. It's kind of a French thing, so that's my bad. Maybe I'll say Marut. I don't know. So yeah, Maruth. Well, I would have never got that. There's no th. Joe never got that. I definitely was not expecting Maruth of all people to be the good guys, unless she is tricking them. It's Maruth. Okay, not th. Marut. Maruna's reaction was very good because he keeps getting reminded the sins he's carrying drag him. Like for a second, I was wondering about the sins, like because of what he did for Rao. But then I'm like, but you guys made it obvious when she's like, Lise will never forgive him, and speaking about forgiveness, so it hit close to home. But I don't know, man. This is one of those series where it's hard to trust anybody. Everyone has their own motives and agendas and reasons for doing things, whether you agree with them or not. You think it's good. I think it's good because it stays in that like moral gray, which I think a lot of like different shows and books and stuff always have a very obvious highlighting of what good and bad is. I like that everyone has their own reasons to do something, and sometimes everyone thinks they're a good guy with their own story. You don't even know. So Maru could maybe think that by doing this and helping them not perish and saving Taraka or the king or whatever, maybe some of her past sins will be forgiven. But then again, if this is supposed to be the thing that's supposed to consume and destroy the universe, maybe acting in accordance with the gods and getting rid of it would be the thing that maybe helps alleviate some of the sins and help you be forgiven. I don't know. I'm not a good person. I'm a bad person. I sin all the time. I'm full of sin and I will burn in the deepest darkest, blackest pit of hell, and I've made my peace with it. It's about everybody else. Maru is another secret name of Maruna, Aruna, and Runa. Oh, okay. Just pronounce however you want, bro. Korea, Korean, coming up with Sanskrit names. I'll say Marut. I'll pronounce the T. It's fine. It's just again, it's certain things with French where I'll see a T now and like, well, this is not in English, so I won't pronounce the T. I don't know. I'll be trained that way. There's a lot of very weird things that quirks about me like that. Like I don't know if I ever told you guys. I don't know our national anthem in English. I only know it in French. I cannot sing the Canadian national anthem in English. It's ass, and I don't want to sing it, but I don't know it in English. I only know it in French. If I count by fives or by twos or by tens, I count in French in my head. I don't go 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't go 5, 10. I go sang these cans. I don't. It's. I don't know. Even like if I have to go through the days, the months in my head, I go I sing the song in French. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet. So, I don't know. I'm weird. Runa. No, I think I said about Maruna was a joke. Was it Maruna was a joke? Oh, I thought I missed something. Quirks of being bilingual, I see. Yeah, and the worst thing about being bilingual for a while is that you're just bad at both languages. There's always like this weird period you can't speak or write well in either language. I One thing that I've been really excited about this, like what's been going on recently on this journey, is that like for me, I think it's a big deal to have the three siblings like really reunite and meet. So I really do hope they all get there, especially Kalavinka and Maruna. Even if it means Lee's has to like go fight and protect them and something like that. Like the moment where those three see each other again, I feel like we'll get so much information about their relationships and their past and their lineage and whatnot. So I'm very excited for that. But with how Indra and Brahma are planning and shaping things up, I wonder if we're not gonna get that. Maybe someone makes it there, but not all of them. Conversely, do you guys believe that Brahma has everybody falling in line because she's the only like super active primeval right now, and has made a decision and is commanding them? Is this out of fear and reverence and respect, or is Maru right where it seems like everyone is going crazy? Like she has some weird. I want to say emotional resonance, but I know they're not Suras. It doesn't work like that. Does she have some weird control over them? What do you guys think? As an Italian, I pronounce them completely different from probably everyone else here, so who cares? All right, fair enough. I don't know, man. Like, end of the day, like, I understand. Like, if I can pronounce it correctly, I'd like to. Like, hold on. Like, I don't particularly like my name being mispronounced. I don't throw a gasket, but my name's not easy to pronounce, so I get it. That's my name wrong. Nyameqye. Like, that's my first name. People mispronounce it all the time. Only once in the history of my life has somebody seen that name and pronounced it right, and that's because they came from the place where my name comes from, which is Ghana. It was like a doctor assistant, a medical assistant. She see my name and said it right, but she's from Ghana, and she was like, "My that name is actually not uncommon in my home country." And I was like, "Hey, I couldn't believe it." I looked, I said, "What?" So yeah. Good to see the siblings meeting each other, but Lee's is dead by that point. Oh fuck! I forgot that she had like 2 seconds left of her lifespan. Yes, now this isn't the first time everyone fell in line with Brahma's word. Remember when they took out the ancient humans on her orders? Even Anatta was done like that. That's a good point. I guess she's as Stephen A says she can galvanize the troops. Reminder that next episode is the last one Curry made before her tablet died, so there's a side story after. I did not know that, so thank you for telling me. Who knows? So wait, so like Kubera Kubera doesn't end next week. We'll get a side story and come back is what you're saying. All right, cool. Who knows? Maybe she can control them. Do we know what her second attribute is? I don't remember. Rama, I think order was mentioned before already, or it's Fan Hinkaden. Wait, what did Katan say? Yo, I wonder. Reminds me of when I saw Nye D Hemmings and thought Nye was actually pronounced how cats. I was saying Nya in anime. Then I found out it was most like yeah, kind of like the water. Like I think people pronounce it Naya water, but I just people say Naya. I'm like, that's not my nickname. But Naya's my nickname. It's not my real name. I just go by that. So yeah. Um, I got that a lot though. I remember someone asked. I remember people used to ask me if I spelled if that wasn't my name. I was doing the onomatopoeia for cats in Japanese, like yeah yeah. I'm like, no, what kind of super mega weep shit is that? No, the first three letters in my name are Nya, Naya. So yeah. Nekonaya order could also be interpreted as ordering around, order versus chaos. Ooh, so what? I wouldn't be surprised if she could do that. Maybe like in very specific circumstances, or like what's the word I'm looking for? The scenario has to be right. Like it's like okay, if it's raining and it's been 3,000 years since you last used the ability and something like I don't know, and it's mostly on fourth ends. I don't know, but I wonder if she could just boss him around. It's interesting to think about. But so Ravana being here is kind of scary. So let's see what happens. Do you think Maru is gonna get a chance for redemption? We'll see. No, but I definitely appreciate her being like, if he was really that dangerous and had to get out the paint early, they would have murked him at a young age. But now it seems like, oh, now I know why. Maybe you asked me why they're working with Callie, because the idea of destroying this version of Yuta that has some like, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? He's been instilled with good values and traditions. I don't know. Is like the least evil version of the all-consuming universe-ending monster. So if you delete this version and reset it to zero, it becomes an all-encompassing consuming beast. Why would you prefer that over what we have right now? Maybe this version of the Taraka King you can reason with. Food for thought. Excuse me. But to be honest, Brahma isn't lying to them. Killing Yuta will lead to an end, the definitive end where he destroys the universe. Ravana gives me white vibes. So Brahma is working with the Ashura. With Well, the Ashura clan, I think they said was there helping. So I guess technically yes. Shuri and Lee's made Yuta last this long. The more humane version of him. Where is Bam when we need him? Bam will just Bam will just touch Yuta and he'd be like, I'm cured of all bad thoughts. You turn him into Kun, and then after Yuta will be protective of Bam, become Bam's second mom. Hmm. The most humane version is correct, but yeah, I guess definitive end versus end is what we have to kind of quantify. The definitive end is the end of the universe, but you can just restart it, or does it end just like the end of his life cycle, and a new life cycle begins for that clan? I don't know. I don't have the answers for you. I've been, like the other day, I thought about reading it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna read unless there's like a nice way to read the Raws, but I'm not gonna do it. But I wanted to go ahead. I feel like I wanna dive into the future a little bit. Definite end is meant the end of all universes that Kelly wishes for, I think. And there's no coming back from it. Like once that happens, it's gone. It's just like an eternal void and abyss of blackness, or is it like does it restart somehow? I guess is my question. Hmm. This is a good ass story, man. I'm like really upset. Sometimes I think about like you really like didn't give this a fair chance in like 2015 when you first really tried it. You kind of was like, oh, it's boring, and you like went back to like whatever you were doing. And now this is like it's like the only weekly thing that gives me joy. Like very few things. Like my comics are always different because they don't come out weekly. Like Monstrous can come out like once a month and then go missing for 6 months, right? So it's a little different with comics. It's not a weekly thing. And then JoJo Lands is a monthly series, right? So and One Piece has been not moving me for quite some time. So Tiger Girl's been good though. Reading the Raws will be difficult to react, have a discretion. That's why I won't do it. That's why I'm not gonna do it. So if I was like just reading Kubera like normally on my own and not like making content about it or whatever, I would have already caved long time ago. As soon as I knew, I would have caved. It's interesting because Ravana's also running around with Yanata, so playing both sides. I wonder if Ravana's actually not there to is there to help. I don't know. You'd be surprised. The nicest way to read the Raws is with two screens. Okay. I think otherwise, Brahma would even. Sorry, I missed your first comment. Definite end is meant to be the end of all universes for Calibur 4. I think. I think otherwise, Brahma wouldn't even care. True. He said thanks for the ad. Oh, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about ads. I did remember to ask Lizard to send me the comments. I don't know if he did it though. I forgot to check my Discord. Please tell me he did it so we can be ready for the best section for the best segment. My Discord's not even opening. Okay, cool. I guess. What? Like it's not even opening. Um, that no, that happens on my computer for some reason sometimes. When I open and close Discord too many times before closing it, it stops opening. It's super weird. I'll have to read it off my phone then. I won't be able to put it on screen this time. But if you send it to me, I'll read it off my phone. No, he not. He busy. He ain't send them. So it's okay. Oh well. Oh well. I'm sorry though. That one panel of Maru being like, "Yo, don't follow me. Go and die then." That shit was so funny. Cause that's exactly how I be with certain people. Like, I don't believe you. Like, all right, so don't believe me. Go fucking go over there and die in the lava or something. Like, I don't have time to convince you. I'll come, give you my best case, and you follow or you don't follow. I'm not here to walk you all the way through your thought process. You come or you don't. And this week of what do they think? Yeah, I think different viewers get ads at different times. I didn't get any ads yet. Oh, fair enough. Also, Lee's has sketchy history with Ravana. This is gonna be some trigger some PTSD. Yeah, that's why I'm upset because like I know how much she needs a break, man. So it's so funny because sometimes I see like tweets and they'll be like, name a character more tragic, and it's usually a character that hasn't really gone through that much, as far as I'm concerned. Like, listen, I'm not saying Batman doesn't go through it, but like Batman, like comparatively to some people, I'm like, relax, I get it. He lost his parents in the alleyway, yada yada. I feel like I could throw in like so many Kubera characters that are just more tragic than like most of characters in the fiction. I could throw a Nata in there. I think he's a tragic character. In some ways, Asha, I could throw Lee's. Lee's be going through it. Like, just like pick a character, bro, from Kubera, and like they up there. You could really make the case. It hurts. I always like go back and forth from some ways. I'm like, I feel like Anata's gone through the most, man. Like with him trying to rewrite and save and stuff. Brilith too, yeah. Brilith, like, oh yes, especially with the ancient human soul. Oh, it's crazy. Did it revival stop these a few times? I believe so. The sketchy history being her repeatedly going at Ravana and dying, resurrecting, going again, and not to win that debate a 10 billion year tragedy. Expect hands thrown, Brillet, Lee's in constant pain. Yeah, they don't. She deserves better. I just want Lisa to be happy. I still want Asha to win in some way, shape, or form. I seen that picture thing, but you wouldn't understand. This love is different. Asha, Asha had everybody fooled, bro. She different. I respect the grind. She's not bad, so I'm not clapping, but I respect her. She making moves, bro. She's so raw. Brilith, I need it. I need it. The paper was black. Oh yeah, regarding that, I know. I was so hurt for him. I was like, yo, how? What did I say? I'm like, how many times? How many times did he go back? Oh, I was so hurt. I was so hurt. The start contact with season one and the present one is a thing of beauty. So subdued. I saw somebody tweet recently about like I miss this Lee's, happy go lucky Lee's, and I'm like, yeah, but reality had to set in at some point, man. It's hard to say. Asha had herself fooled too. Yo, don't worry about that, man. Lorraine, Lorraine really the car. She really survived. Nah, I'm clapping. I gotta know what the mystery box does. That's crazy. I'm not into the androgynous types. That's not my thing. I like my women feminine and voluptuous and blah blah blah, red blooded male, blah blah blah, toxic masculinity, whatever, whatever. Yeah. So we'll see how things shape up though. But I'm excited, man. So sorry. Well, sorry. To clarify, is next week the side chapter or the week after next week? I think you said someone said that this is. I think you. I think it was you, Cora. You said this. This is a chap. This is this the chapter where the the tablet dies, or the next one? That's how low for you. The week after, after next week. Okay. I need to know the truth. I'm a journalist. I'm asking the hard hitting questions, and I'm willing to sacrifice my body for the truth. Cheers to that, brother. Not me though, but Clary. Hold on, hold on, hold on, Clary. Hold on, I'm gonna have to holler. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm kidding. So you could tell me this because I'm asking. Sorry if someone else didn't want to know this. The Kubera arc doesn't end next week though, right? So we're going to go into a side story and come back. Is what I'm guessing. Because I would argue from my memory. Usually when we're in a side story, it's when an arc ends. So yeah, I'm just saying the fish box gonna be kind of wet. Yeah, we'll continue. Okay. That's all I'm saying. We stop. This is not the discussion we're supposed to be having. Nope, this arc is one of the longest. I'm here for it. What's the longest arc we had? Was it a Weight of Time? The Weight of Time. Sorry, was that the longest one we had so far? What was the longest one we had so far? I don't remember. It's gonna be wet, but it's gonna be fishy. You got it. No, it was an unexpected side story, but Curry chose that chose one that fit. Oh, okay, I'm here for it then. But then again, we were saying, like I thought like the other string of side stories were pretty like cohesive and seamless. Like they came together in a way like they didn't seem very disconnected, which is super dope. Separation, Your Justice and Mine, and Anata are all 30 chapters. How long was a Wait in Time? Why do I feel like that was like 30 something? Maybe I just you know what? No, that's not true though. When I caught up, we were one chapter into the other side of the story, I think. So no, that's not true. Anyways, whatever. This arc is good, like any Kubera arc, but not over a 7 to me so far. So you got a 6? I don't think any arc is under a 7 right now. I don't think there's any arc under a 7. I think it's all 7 above. I would say with this webtoon tune of the web. By the way, Kimio Gang, I finished the first season, but we'll talk tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. So far, it's the 8 for me. For this arc, I'm probably at an 8. I have to remember that I didn't like the part. I kind of was not super into the part with Mirha and the whole like Rao stuff. I'm like, oh my god, just tell me what happened. Did she crash it? Did she not? Did she summon? It was like I felt like it was a little inefficient. But that was the only patch I was like met on. Otherwise, it's been good. Elevinka really, I think, really raised the feel goodness of the arc when she came through. It was like, oh, these men so useless. Let me come through and show what's done. And she has good energy, as the kids say. The energy, the vibes, yo, it's vibey, as the fellow youth say. Wait Time was 22. It was the longest of season 3 at the time, I think. Oh, okay, fair enough. Not over. Not over doesn't mean under. True. Yes, sir. What's good? I'm chilling, man. Kala's life. I think the arc benefits from rereading in full binge, so the first page isn't. So the first the first pass isn't tedious to me. I really just need to reread this in its entirety. It's just I need to sit my ass down and just read from start to finish. But you know me, I'd be outside. I'm a nature man. I'd be in the wilderness, climbing the rocks and all that. So yeah. I thought it's TOG talk. It's Kubera then TOG talk. I haven't finished the Kubera section yet, so just give me a second. I always tweet out and change the title when I move to the next thing. I feel like a lot of threads are coming together in this arc. That's kind of like it feels like a convergence point, like a point of convergence, where all the silly loose threads that we didn't know where they were going and how they would come full circle and where they would stop and end. Some of them are starting to meet up or at least kind of show up in the same area. But she's always been really good with that. You and me three from the beginning, yeah. It's crazy because like a lot of people I know have done a reread already, and I could see what it's done for their like memory and like how they think about the story. Like I want that because I know this is one of the stories that with hindsight, oh my god, you're gonna pick up on so many things with the foreknowledge. With the foreknowledge you have, you're gonna pick up on so much. So yeah, it's just a matter of me sitting down and doing it. And y'all know what? There's a lot of and like I have a lot of I have a lot of hobbies, so it's just hard. Sometimes like I wish I was like one of I find that a lot of people that I speak to are just like manga anime people. What do they like? Weeb, weeb, weeb. Japan, Japan, Japan. I only like anime, I only like manga, or both. Some people are like webtoon, 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 webtoons. I just read webtoons, and it's like I have too many interests. Like I like everything. Like the webtoons that I like. I like I like some anime. I like some manga. I like to play all types of video games. I like to play sports. I like to work out. I like to go outside. I like to hike. I like to swim. I like to play football. Like it's just hard because I'm versatile. So okay, what was everyone's favorite panel, and why was it Maru saying, if you want to die, go that way and die? Then that was the best panel. Or Indra's with the eyes revealed. So yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You need to read from the. Yeah, I do. I definitely need to reread. We got so much payoff recently. You think Brilith will ever bring up her past with Maruna, or she passed the point of caring? I kind of think she's gotten past it, but I haven't seen. No, we've seen Brilith recently. Well, it was Child Brilith with the Jabril stuff or whatever. Can someone tell me a mini summarization to Kubera? I only saw it has bad art. It doesn't have bad art, but no, I can't. Go watch my video on it. I read two things weekly: Kubera and TOG. Fair enough. I feel it. I get that in hindsight thing, especially when I was doing a recline with TOG season one. I was mind blown when I think back with all the stuff I didn't realize was mentioned exactly. I touched too much grass. You said too much. Brilla two, never that senior of the year. Best panel art wise was the first panel. You like some mid two coming up next on this stream? Oh, I'm not. There's a difference between me and other people. If I like something and I think it's mid, I don't pretend it's good. I don't care what people think about my interests. I'll sit here and tell you something is I love this thing, and they're like, but it's not good. I'm like, and I like it. You know how many people think that I'm crazy because I like the Zack Snyder trilogy? I like Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel is the worst out of the three. I think the Batman vs Superman extended edition is fine. It's got a lot of issues, but it's fine. And I love the Snyder cut. You know how many people disagree with me on that? And guess what? They can suck the longest hair in my ass. But not care. I don't care. The masses don't tell me what to think. I move by the beat of my own drum. But all right, let's switch gears. Thank you for all the Kubera people. You're free if you want to go. Head out. Thank you very much. But it's TOG time. It's time for some Tower of the Gods. The Patreon gang. Big shout out to everybody who supports me on Patreon. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to the CBL. That's the certified BAM lovers. But I gotta give a bigger shout out to the Priests of Fire. Those are the certified Brilliant lovers. Are they the real CBL? I don't know. They just might be. But incredible, incredible. Big shout out to the Fifth Zan Gods, my tier 3 patrons. Big shout out to Abdel, Alan, Andrew, Ashu, Childish New Jabbis, Danny402, I think one or I, Dang, Tris, Fairs, Johnny Rogers, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Makai, Maury, Rap ZB, Revenant, Scobe, Shoddy to your body, Simi, Sonny Kathapali, Ticos, Tino Brown, Rec Mazzino, and Zachary Cooper. Whoops, I lied, there's two more. Zodiac, Nemiko, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. And for anyone who wants to know how they can support me without giving me money, you watch as much as you can, you like the video, you comment, you share, and you tell people about me. Spread the word about the legend of Hemmings. All right, I'm out, man. Yeah.